Have you ever wondered why most project managers are interested in seeing S-curves in project reports? Do you know what are the common uses of S-curves in projects? If you are looking for answers to these queries, then you have come to the right video. Do you know that more than half of all projects fail to complete within budget? Well, that is why careful monitoring and management of budgeted costs are crucial. That's where the S-curve comes into the picture. I assume that you already know what an S-curve is. However, if you don't, then do not worry. I would briefly explain to you what is the S-curves in these 5 minutes videos, and you would learn the 5 common use of S-curves. Also, there is one little catch while using the S-curve. That will basically decide how good and reliable your S-curve report is. I will talk about that later in this video. So stay tuned. S-curves are great graphical project management tools for planning, monitoring, controlling, and analyzing project status. They show the progress of work over time and form a historical record of project trends. So before diving into common uses of S-curves, let's first understand what is an S-curve. An S-curve is a mathematical graph that represents all of the data for a project. It's called an S-curve because of the graph's striking similarity to the 19th letter of the alphabet. This information plotted on the graph is typically the project cost, or the number of hours worked compared against time. At the start of the project, progress is slow and looks more like a straight line, whereas more rapid growth would be reflected with a sharper incline. Many internal and external factors throughout a project's life cycle can impact the shape of an S-curve graph. S-curves are great graphical project management tools for planning, monitoring, controlling, analyzing, and forecasting a project's status, progress, and performance. They show the progress of work over time and form a historical record of project trends and variations. Here are some of the most common uses of S-curves. The very first use of the S-curve is for progress and performance evaluation. S-curves play a key role in evaluating a project's progress and performance, especially with the use of earned value management. Comparing the planned S-curve, which is also known as performance measurement baseline, or sometimes as planned value, with the earned value curve reveals great information about the project's current status and future forecasts. This simple S-curve quickly reveals any divergence from the baseline plan and allows the progress of a project to be monitored effectively. The next use of the S-curve is for cash flow forecasts. Cash flow is the movement and timing of cash with respect to the events in a project. Drawing a cash flow curve has several benefits for the stakeholders. One of the primary benefits is to evaluate the need for cash and the timing of payment obligations. Another common use of S-curves is for quantity tracking. This is most suitable for bulk material quantities, which can typically be found in the construction and manufacturing industries. The planned quantity versus the scheduled time is plotted, and then it is tracked along with actual quantities consumptions. This way, the progress of work by quantities is monitored and any deviation from the baseline plan is quickly revealed. The next use of S-curves is for developing possibilities of schedule ranges. Most scheduling software can generate S-curves from a resource-loaded schedule according to cost, man-hours, or quantity. Modern software can provide 2 types of S-curves, one according to the scheduled early dates and another according to scheduled late dates. These 2 S-curves typically overlap at the beginning and end of the project, producing a banana-shaped curve, known as banana curves. The banana-shaped envelope of the early and late curves represents the range of possibilities that the project can expect if it is to be completed on time. The late curve, which is the lower range of the banana curve, represents the project's progress, if every single activity uses its maximum available float, and is finished at its last available date. This means that if any single activity on the late curve slips, the entire project will slip. Therefore, you should keep an eye on the position of the project's planned or actual curve. If it gets too close to the late date curve, it may impose a risk of late completion. Basically, the S-curve in project management terms is a graph to effectively track the progress of the project you are working on. This comes in very handy, because, in today's fast-paced business culture, ensuring that the appointed budget is being spent according to schedule to fulfill all of the needs and requirements of the project. Do you know that 46% of projects never plan the initial cost or schedule baseline? This makes it difficult to monitor actual progress. Basically, in the lack of an initial baseline, the comparison of actual progress becomes difficult and inaccurate. So never forget to plot an S-curve during project initiation, using estimated data such as expected man-hours and cost. This way, you will have a baseline to track progress against. During the project lifecycle, the project manager can plot actual resource usage to see how well it matches with what's expected. If there's a gap between them, it's an opportunity to make corrections on how resources are being used. And now you know the concepts of S-curve and its common uses. The concepts and techniques you learned are applicable to all your projects and used by Fortune 500 firms. If you like this video, then hit the like button and let us know how you feel about us by leaving a comment in the below section. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to see our latest videos when they come out. See you later, and bye for now.